Hello again everybody, and welcome back to Legacy of Goku 1 Part 2. Now then, you can talk to that guy in the center, and well, you can get this side quest from him, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Anyway, you can actually take these trees out of the ground, and well, these are actually Frieza's men. They have approximately the same amount of health as Nappa did. Well, more or less, I think less so. But same strategy for most of this game. Stun and hit. Well, apparently less HP than I thought. Anyway, yeah, you can go around collecting these saplings. There's actually 3 of them. Let's see here. One's up in the mountain right about here. Yeah, you can't actually walk through these trees, so make sure you grab them before you get into any fights. Yeah, I think you should be able to kill them in about 7 or 8 hits if you're level 15, which, well, I'm level 11 right at the moment. Anyway, grab all the trees, then go back to that planting area. Yeah, again, make sure you actually hit the enemy. And never fight under the scenery, because seriously, that's just a really good way of getting yourself killed fast. Okay, level 12. Anyway, plant these saplings, you'll get 7,000 experience. By the way, Frieza's men actually give you 10,000 experience each. So not bad. And you can go up. Now before you go into the temple, A, watch out for these rock crystal-like crystals because you can't actually walk through them. And B, go up the hill. Because you'll be finding well, actually 2 things you'll be needing. The first one's this artifact, the second one is another artifact to the far right. Make sure you get these before actually going into the temple. A dinosaur should be sitting on one of them. If you can, fight them one at a time. And never get caught in between narrow corridors, because that's just a really good way of them using a blast and having a constant hit on you. Alright. So fly up here. Take out anything you want. Alright, level 13, and make sure to grab the blue artifact. Use the Senzu bean, destroy this one, try grabbing another Senzu bean, and you should be able to fly down to the last cliff, no problem. Which is actually a much faster way, but yeah, you probably haven't cleared any enemies at this point here. Don't really worry about your health too much. I mean, seriously, you're going to be getting plenty of healing items in this temple, or can get them. Again, if you can, stun the enemy. And go into the temple. Alright, now before I bring up that shortcut, make sure you go over to the far right in this area, stun any enemies you find, and well, go through the wall. You'll know which walls you can go through because, well, there's gonna be fingers pointed at them. Anyway, you'll have to figure out where to place the free artifacts. Go back to the beginning, go to the left side, and go through the wall. Take the orange one. If you need more healing items, you can follow this finger for some herbs and such. Which all I really need is a Senzu bean. And well, I should have max items now. And go back to where I just thought I might as well bring that one up since it's probably the most useful one in this area. Anyway, if I remember correctly, you have to take the yellow one. And then go to the very end of this hallway. Just ignore the passageways and corridors. Pick up any flight things you can. Go into this white one. You should enter a big room. Stun any enemies and go through them. Take this white one and then place all the artifacts you found in this area. And I think you get a speed increase bonus for this. Alright, so you go to the left. I can't remember if it's his left or... well, apparently it's this left. If you want additional training, go to the far left teleporter. Which, well, I really don't think I need it, so... that being said... let's continue on. Alright, so then you actually have to deal with the Ginyu Force, or Ginyu Squad, apparently. Ginyu will refuse to actually fight you, but I would highly suggest killing these Frieza's minions before actually talking to the Ginyu Force, because they have a horrible tendency of getting in the way. I mean, they really don't take that long to kill, but... you get too close to them when you're running around, they can get pretty annoying. Not to mention I need to level up a few, of course, but... I'm pretty sure that if you use solar flare before you talk to the guys, it won't actually be able to get the first hit on you. Then again, I could be wrong about that. Apparently I'm right. Anyway, you talk to Raycoon. You can also deal with all three of them at a time. I really wouldn't advise it though, because well, yeah, you slip off so you can do plenty of damage fast. I know Goku takes out Raccoon in one hit in the anime, but I'm gonna well, that's what I'm gonna call it, but I'm gonna guarantee it's gonna take more than one hit in this game. Raccoon's actually, I think, is the weakest of them. Most things you beat will give you about 50,000, I think, at this point. Yeah, unlike Vegeta, these guys will actually stop. Whereas Vegeta, and I think Frieza does as well, actually keeps moving. Well, at least I think the latest form of Frieza keeps moving anyway. Anyway, it should go down eventually. Yeah, there's plenty of healing herbs here. Well, medical herbs. So health shouldn't really be much of an issue. Alright, 40,000. Alright, make sure you're healed up. Or, well, pretty well here, healed up. Deal with that soldier over here. Grab whatever flight energy you can and deal with whichever one happens to be closest. Yeah, I probably should have used the solar flare attack first. Anyway, I think the red one isn't really that strong. Yeah, it's a good thing that none of these guys actually have solar flare, otherwise, oh boy, this game would be very difficult. Also, if you think your solar flare is about to wear off, never walk through the enemy. Because those things will hit you pretty often. Remember to use your flying power for emergencies. Unless, of course, you're near a flight orb. As I said, you'll find plenty of herbs here. It's amazing how much HP they have and how much damage you can take in one hit, and you're supposed to be stronger than that. There they go. I should also mention, if you beat, I think it was Janice and Birder at the same time, you'll actually get some sort of weird graphical error when they're talking to you. Again, make sure you use the solar flare before you talk to them. I forget what the level cap of this game is. I'm pretty sure it's either 30 or 25. I think it's one of those two. Would you need a bit of help here? Yeah, also remember that if an enemy hits you when you're trying to fly, it'll actually cancel out your flying ability, so be extra careful when you're trying to fly at close range. Okay, there we go. There's level 16. And his new pose. Yep, that sounds a bit like Ginyu. Anyway, make sure you refill your medical things. Which, well, really trying to be that hard. I mean, there's plenty of herbs here. And looks like I forgot at least one of Frieza's guys. As you can see, after 15, those guys are pretty easy. And then after you refill on the medical herbs, go and face Ginyu. I don't think you actually have to talk to him. Nope. Anyway, just make sure you don't get caught on any of the scenery, and this fight shouldn't be too difficult. Or make him stand still like that and just sort of bombard him. As you can imagine, Genyu's got more health than his partners. It'd be a lot better if Goku could use his Kaioken ability. Now that would have been more interesting than getting the Kamehameha from King Kai on this game. In fact, I can't think of any Dragon Ball Z game for the Game Boy Advance that you actually learn the Kaioken ability. Which is pretty unfortunate. Well, actually there is that one, but I may get to that one at a later time. Because, well, it's a Visual Boy. I don't know why I call it that. Maybe it's just because the emulator I'm playing with is called the Visual Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance actually has a fighting game for Dragon Ball Z, which is called, I think it was Dragon Ball Z Super Sonic Warriors. I think that might actually be the only game for the Game Boy Advance that actually uses Kaioken. Again, make sure you don't get stuck on the scenery, which is very, very easy to do. I'm sorry if I'm actually expressing that a bit too much, but it's true. Okay, so after you beat him, you get 90,000. Apparently, that wasn't much of a challenge. So you gotta go fight Frieza. Again, same rules as when you return from the hospital, you'll actually have as much HP as you did afterwards. Anyway, there should be some herbs here. Anyway, make sure you're ready to fly a lot, because there's a lot of flying parts in this area. And obviously a lot of cramped areas here. Anyway, if you're a higher level, you should probably be able to just skip to 2 lands at a time. So you gotta go to the east. I don't think there's anything else you can really do here. Except for maybe train quite a bit. Yeah, make sure you have enough to fly, Ted, and go into this hole at the top of the ship. It's unfortunate, but you can't actually get, say, in battle armor. Which would have been pretty interesting to see how much defense it'd give you, but unfortunately they don't actually implement that. Anyway, go to the far right. And I know I should be a higher level for Frieza, but yeah, you know what, I may as well. As soon as you're ready, go into this not hyperbolic time chamber. That's here, that's the second one I'm thinking of. The healing station, I guess, and Genkai will talk to you again. And you'll have to deal with all 4 forms of Frieza. Again, make sure you use the Solar Flare ability before you actually talk to him. I'm pretty sure it's only the last form of Frieza that actually moves around. When you're out of range. Just use whatever items are appropriate for your injuries. I mean, I'm probably just gonna wait until I get down quite a bit. Maybe to about 4th health and then use some Sensu beams. Yeah, you can usually tell when the stun's about to wear off because they usually blink the instant before it wears off. Yeah, usually if you can use your Solar Flare the instant before they actually charge up for a ranged attack, that's probably the best time to do it. Because it negates their attack and, well, stuns them. Yeah, as you can probably already see, you're actually slightly faster than Frieza. I've always wondered how much HP does Frieza have, because I have something like, let's see here, 6,000. And let's see here, it hit me for one hit, so it did approximately 3,100 damage, because I'm pretty sure the max for this level is 10,000, so really, that's gotta be a lot of HP I'm taking off. And this is just the first form. It gets worse. Of course, after you beat him, I think you get 100,000 times whatever form he's in. And then you gotta deal with the next form. And then the next one. I think it's 100,000 anyway. The stun will still actually work on him when he's changing form. Yeah, pretty much all its forms have the exact same abilities, they just sort of have more health. The higher form you get, they generally have more health. Of course, with all the upgrades you get afterwards, that really shouldn't matter too much. It should be close enough for him to follow me, but apparently not. As you can see, they got a pretty short span of when they'll follow you. Anyway, the third form should be coming up pretty soon. Sorry if this takes a while, but as I said, being a higher level makes this go much quicker. Well, a bit quicker. Maybe like 5 minutes quicker. Alright, level 22. Right, the exact same thing all over again. Matter of fact, I don't even think he gets any speed boost for each form he goes in. Okay, so after a while longer, yeah, they also turn to you whenever you actually hit them in a certain direction. Which, while using the blinking strategy, it's probably going to be best to fight them from the side. Due to the fact you can't really see it with Goku's head blocking the way in the south side and the enemy's head blocking the area in the north side. Okay, final form. Okay, so Frieza kills Krillin. Goku screams and he becomes a Super Saiyan. And you get a speed boost. And come to think of it, I don't think Frieza does. Or I might be wrong about that. Anyway, same strategy. All the medical orbs you haven't already picked up are still there. Yeah, Frieza also moves a lot more when he's out of range. Just make sure you do not attack him under the lava pool. You can cross the lava, it's just that you can't see yourself under it. That being said, I really wouldn't recommend going under the lava. Come to think of it, I can't actually... Let's see here, I guess Frieza did kill Vegeta on this game. It's just that I sort of skipped the text because I think you can talk to Krillin and go on before the fight with Frieza. Anyway, after a good long while, I mean, being Super Saiyan in this shouldn't really take too long. Anyway, eventually, once you've hit him hard enough and a lot, there we go. Anyway, you beat Frieza, and a cutscene plays with Namek blowing up. and Goku being there. And the world blows up. That sounds about right. And then the epilogue plays, and then the credits roll, and well, after the credits, I'm going to end this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and well, it only took 2 episodes to do. Yeah, all the fights may be pretty difficult if you don't know when exactly the stun wears off, but other than that, this game's not very difficult. I mean, there were some weird things in there, like, I'm pretty sure the Kamehameha wave's taught by Master Roshi, not King Kai. Anyway, I am going to end this episode here. That being said, I hope everybody enjoyed it. So, everybody have a good day.